Good morning, guys. Can you please give this a share if you are on? I know a lot of people are in London. A lot of people are traveling this morning, so right. Just have to. I know a lot of people are in London. Morning, Davey. Just give us a share, guys. Just gonna give it a little share out myself. Just bear with us, bear with us, bear with us. Right. I'm just gonna start. Newsfeed. Right, there we go. Right, guys. As most of you are aware, there's been a lot of hassle going on at the moment. There's been a lot of shit. There's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of deception, a lot of lies, a lot of slander towards myself, towards a lot of other people as well. But, you know, everyone's adults here. They're all up to stick up for themselves. I'm just here to stick up for myself, to clear my name, to show everybody that what is going on, everything that I've been saying is factually true. Everything that these other people are saying about me is factually incorrect. Now, what happened was, I'll just go into this. I have exposed a man, namely Terry Harrison, and I'm just going to type this in. I'm just going to go on my website here, get it up. Now we'll just show you the page, just so you can be aware of what I'm talking about here. Share screen. And there we are. So here's the page regarding Terry Harrison. Anyone wants to go on here? There was lots of information, lots of stuff about what Terry done. Now this one here, for instance, Amy, message from one of Terry's victims. Yes, he got 3.5 years for it and assaulted me while I was pregnant. That is where Terry got put on the sex offenders register in the UK for. It was nothing to do with the Dubai case. So all the stuff that people's going on about saying that Terry thought that he was on the sex offenders register, and I'm going to name them actually, Jenna Eastland and her mum, I forgot even her mum's name, the counsellor anyway, who was on the comments yesterday. So yeah, they're backing Terry, saying that he's completely innocent. It is not the case. It's not the case at all. Anyone can go on this website here, on my website, and check out. There's a screen recording here. This is from Terry's own brother, Michael Harrison, which states, he is full of shit. I only seen him twice days ago. I am done with him. I'm a real man. I don't lie. As many people as I can, that's who I am. And that's after Terry calling his brother, his two brothers and his mother, compulsive liars. So, yeah, it's very interesting times what Terry is actually doing around his parents. Irene, yes, that's the one, Irene Hewitson. They're completely backing Terry, saying he's completely innocent and I'm a wrong'un for doing what I'm doing. Now, what I'm going to do now is, guys, throughout this whole thing, Terry's rang the police. I'm just going to stop that. So, yeah, so Terry's rang the police. He's rang the police the other day, and the police have been in touch with me. Now, the sergeant from the police station, Sergeant Cockrell, called me yesterday to speak about the legalities regarding what I have posted. Now, you've just seen the website, snippets of the website there. It's factual information. It's just there. It explains what's going on. It's not me doing a video, making false claims, making stuff up. It's nothing like that. This is literally me putting information which is already in the public domain set out on a website for everyone to see in one place so you can see what's going on. That's it. And guys, once again, for all the people that's coming in, can you please hit the like button? Please hit the share button, please. I am getting heavily censored at the moment. I keep getting banned. Please just hit the like button, hit the share button, and that helps me out massively. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, so back to this. So the police called me, and I'm just going to let you, I'm going to literally play the call. I cut the ending off. You can hear it's just before I go off the phone, because the police asks me for my address to update us on update the system, etc. Obviously, once again, I've got nothing to hide. I've told the police if they want to come and arrest us, they can come and arrest us. But this is what I want you to listen to, guys. Very important, this. Very important. And this exposes a lot. This exposes everything that I've been saying about Terry is true. So all these people that's been backing him, you've got egg on your face right now. Just going to put this on. Give us 1 second. Share screen. That'll do.
So then act on what we can do and see what the legalities are and what you're doing.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's this is the thing with it. This is what I was going to ask you the question. To be fair with you, what is the legalities around it? Because I believe that what I've put out there, like all of the, if you look at the videos that's on there, the Terry speaking from his own, I'm saying the Terry speaking from his own mouth, saying I'm on the sex offenders register. So how can me using his own words cause him harassment?
I don't know. We get driven by what the public wants as an organisation, and when people ring us up and say, "Look, I need this sorting," we've got to look at what the incident is, look at what we can do as an organisation that prevents any harm coming to him or any harm coming to the community who maybe read this and go, "Oh, I've seen it."
I'm more concerned about the victims and the cases, me, rather than. I'm more concerned about them, and I'm more concerned about. I'll tell you why I'm more concerned. Why this drove me to do this. The whole idea with Terry Harrison was around a load of like children's groups. Now, not involving children's. I know I'm not calling him a paedophile. I've never said that. I've said sex offender. I've never ever called him a paedophile. That would be me stepping out of line there. I wouldn't dare do that. So I've never ever done that. I've never wanted to try and step over the boundaries. I didn't think I have stepped over the boundaries. And the whole idea of it was that he was around like survivors groups.
Just want to pause it there 1 second, guys, just to add in as well. You've just got to bear in mind as well, because people will be listening to this and coming on and not listening to what I've actually said about it. Be saying, well, look, why is he speaking to the police on the phone? Well, I'm speaking to the police on the phone because they rang the police on me. I didn't ring the police. They rang the police on me. So anyone wants to say that I'm talking to the police, no. Go back to Terry and ask him why he's rang the police. I'll carry on.
So there's survivors of sexual abuse and all that there, and he's getting these.
How did you come across it then?
Because he started calling me out publicly. I wouldn't have ever known who he was or any of it to do with his crimes if he hadn't started calling me out on Facebook. I've got all this evidence. That's why, to be honest with you, mate, I'm not really that bothered if the police come and arrest us and nick us and then I get sent to court for this, because I've got all the evidence that Terry started all this. He just started attacking and making lies up about me. So then that led me to look into him. And then once I looked...
There's always two sides to every story.
That's exactly what's going on, yeah. So, obviously, I'll tell you the moral of the story here is, mate, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. That's the moral of the story. He started attacking me and trying to turn people against us, saying he's a horrible lad, that Lee, you need to keep away from him. So then people are coming to me, survivors of sexual abuse, some of them, and saying, listen, Terry's got it in for you, like, he's saying this about you, saying that about you. So I can't believe at all I think I should have been ringing the police then. He was causing me harassment, alarm and distress. But I'm not like that. Mate, the thing is, I put myself out publicly that much. Like, no, from the police know a lot about this. If I was literally ringing every time when I get something like this happening, I'll be on the phone to you every day. So I just decide to just deal with it in my own thingy until it becomes a threat. Do you know what I mean? I've already had 2 husband warnings already off Northumberland Police. Tells me life's in danger. This is what I've done for years. I've done spot of paedophile hunting. I expose sex offenders and keep an eye on sex offenders and make sure, do you know what I mean? Make sure that if it's in the public domain and I know that this has happened, that it's okay to talk about.
What you've written there is probably all in the public debate.
But it is. Well, if you look at it all, it's all either screenshots.
Let's just break that down again, guys. That's the sergeant from Terry's own police station stating everything that I've put on that website is public information. I'm not doing anything wrong. I am 100% factually right about what I am putting out. I'm not doing no hit pieces on anyone. I'm not lying to try and make stuff up. That's the sergeant from his own police station that knows about Terry, knows about his crimes, is admitting on the phone that everything that I've put on that website is just public information.
Other people talking about stuff, so that's just like a conversation happening. It's had consent from me talking and the other person to post it. There's a paper article of what he's done, and then there's videos from his own mouth, what he said from his own mouth. So I can't, it's not like I've went on a video. This is the thing, and this is what I keep, because people say it's some people that's like defending Terry, saying, outrageous what you've done about Terry. I says, listen, if I'd have went on a live stream myself from my own voice and went, blah, 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 Terry's this, Terry's a paedophile, Terry, blah, 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 do you know all of this stuff? Making up this stuff that he's a paedophile when he wasn't. Then that would be me totally overstepping the mark. That's me, do you know what I mean? Totally making him out to be something he's not. I've never said that. I've never said that at all. I've said that he was a convicted sex offender, and I want all these, especially I was talking to these survivors groups, the children's rights groups, where there's vulnerable people in these groups, that this guy that you're standing with, he's going around all the country, in Manchester, London, staying at loads of different people's houses. None of these people know that he was a sex offender, and our guys from down the road doing Nottingham, Terry's been staying at the house with their children and out there. Once I put out this information about him being a sex offender, now they wouldn't dare put him next to the kids. So all I've done here is, same as what I've always done since 2015, is try to protect the vulnerable and children. That's all I've tried to do here.
Yeah, I get exactly what you said. So, yeah, I do. In relation to, I take it he stopped going to all these beats and all that now, has he then?
Some of them maybe he's still connected to a certain few people that are like defending him, you know, and saying that no, he's innocent. But it seems to me all the people that say he's innocent are none of the people that haven't watched the videos. That's all. It seems to me like everyone that watches the video and looks at the evidence, they go, right, like, what the hell's going on here? And then they back themselves away, you know what I mean? They back themselves away. That's all I've asked everybody to do, is to look. I've put the evidence out there. Like I say, I haven't tried to sway anyone's mind by putting evidence there.
You won't put anything found out there.
Yeah, I've put.
Hear that again, guys? I haven't put anything on there to shame Terry which cannot be found in the public domain. I haven't done anything wrong. I am 100% factually correct, and 100% this police officer is agreeing with what I'm saying about Terry. 100%. 100%. Although he doesn't agree with it, he wants us to take it down, which you're going to hear in a minute. He asks me to take it down. However, he still knows that there's nothing he can do because I've stuck to facts here. Opinions are like arseholes. We've all got one. I only deal in facts and evidence.
Put that in the public information. That's all there. I've spoke about it in the right at the bottom. If you look at what I've said about it, the video about me, it's right at the bottom of the page. That's my little take on it. We have like wrapped it up at the end, you know, like Martha, like a little take on it. But that's like, and I say throughout it, that is my opinion of what I've found from what I've seen. And if you're not allowed to pick up newspaper articles and public information and dissect it and go through it and have questions about it, what's the point of being there? What's the point of freedom of speech? You know what I mean?
100%, and you do have the right to freedom of speech.
Yeah, so that's all there is. That's all there is. I've never claimed to cause anyone any harassment, alarm and distress. If I was going to cause harassment, alarm and distress, what I would be doing is I would be going out there and I would be frigging holding protests outside his front door, making him feel scared. I would be leafleting people around his area to let everybody know what's going on. I'm not. I've put public information, and I think I've put it in I'm not a professional guy, you know, I'm just a man trying to look out for children, yeah? I think I've put it in as much of a professional manner as I possibly can. I've stepped it all down, put it in stages. I haven't just written this man's a fucking nonsense. I haven't done anything like that. I've just put it, I've stepped it, I think I've worded it okay. I don't think I've stepped out the line at all, really, mate, so that's where I stand on this. So I'm happy.
I'm happy with what you put up there.
I'm happy with what I've put up there, and
he's asked me to ask you to take it.
You listening to this, guys? Listening to this? This is the important bit, really, because now I'm not going to mention his name. The guy in question has rang the police, not to try and get me charged, because they know that it's all factual. No. This isn't about this. This isn't about trying to, because they know that they can't do anything. This is about the police ringing me, pleading with me, and trying to get me to take the information down. That's all it is. That's all it is. And you'll find out why in a minute when he actually states that the guy in question works closely with the police. Listen up, guys. Just listen up to this next bit.
What you put up there.
I'm happy with what I've put up there, and
he's asked me to ask you to take it down.
Well, do you know that this is? Yes, I will take it down if he can contact us. And you know, if you come public about this and sit on a live stream or something, there's many people asking questions. This is in the public domain. There's many people asking questions. Like I say, Terry's been staying at people's houses without letting them know that he's a convicted sex offender, sleeping around people's children, etc. These people aren't very happy about this. You know, so there's a lot of people that would say, "What? The police have asked you to take this down? Why would the police ask that?" But I know.
Listen here, guys. Listen here. This is the facts. These are the facts.
But you're not saying that. You're saying. Yeah, I'm saying that Terry's asked. Yes. Yeah, I totally understand that. I totally understand that.
Terry's asking me to ask you to take it down.
I would say.
I'm not allowed to say take that down.
The only thing that I can say to Terry is.
I'm going to look at the legalities of it.
The only thing that.
Are you breaching anything? Are you doing anything from what I've written?
Are you ready for this one, guys? Are you ready for this one? The juicy bits.
On there, I reckon what you've got is all of open source.
Yes.
So that's the sergeant from Derry's own police station stating everything that I've got on that website is all of open source. Everything's absolutely fine. There's nothing that he can do about it. It is factually correct.
I agree with that.
I know you haven't said anything that isn't in the papers or isn't in public domain.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put this stuff like that on a website. On my website.
I want you to know one definite thing. Me as a police officer hasn't told you to take that down.
Brilliant.
He's asked me to ask you, would you take it down?
Yes.
The choice is yours.
I would say that if Terry thinks I'm wrong about certain aspects of it, I will take certain aspects of it out. If he comes and proves to us which aspects are wrong.
He's not going to do that.
And I just want to state that again, guys. This is all I've asked from the start of all this. Is for the information I have to be refuted. To show that I'm that this is lies, like Terry's claiming. It failed to do it. Unfortunately, it's in the public's interest to let the public know about what's going on.
Well, then it's going to have to stay then. Oh, why can't you just put it public and prove this wrong? You know what I mean? He's not gonna get anywhere by just lying and trying to ring in the police on public information. I've put out public information. You can't ring someone for putting out public information, which is already in the public domain, and then say, "I know, but he's put public information about us." Well, I know, but that's why it's public information, because you know what I mean? Like, if that's the case, you should be going to is it the Northern Echo or something, whatever it was, the papers. Yeah, you're knocking on their doors and saying, "Why have you put this article up?" It's causing Terry harassment, you know what I mean? It's like, it's ludicrous for him even to ring, I think, to be fair.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, that's where we're at, mate. But yeah, no, I totally disagree with that. I don't think that should stand at all. And yeah. But the thing is about this, what's happened as well. Why I'm a little bit more knock.
And here we go, guys. This is the next bit what I'm explaining, because obviously the police didn't do anything about it. About Terry's mates making up that I'm a rapist. They didn't do fuck all about it. So think of this, guys. Just think of this a moment. Ant Hargreaves and Luke sitting down BBC, Terry's mates, make up lies that I'm a rapist to try and put me and my family in danger. They use Andrew Henson, a convicted killer, to post my address online, claiming that I'm a rapist, to put me, my wife, and my children in danger. The police do nothing. Nothing. But the police are ringing me about putting public information up about a convicted sex offender. That's what we're dealing with these days, guys. That's what we're dealing with.
By this situation is because that I've got a case going on at the moment. It's a situation going on at the moment with Ant Hargreaves down in Manchester, who were Terry's friends. Now, because I've put this thing up about Terry, which is all public information, they've just wrote a big massive paragraph stating that I was a rapist and I got done in 2014 and all this nonsense. So Terry and his little cronies have caused this for me now, so I don't see why I should have to try and take anything down. He's trying to put my actual self in danger based on lies, when all he had to do was come and speak to us and refute the allegations what I've put up about him. Which was public information, and as soon as I seen the evidence to prove otherwise, I would have made a public apology.
I take it you do this sort of thing, as a sort of living sort of thing.
I've been involved in paedophile hunting. I've worked with various paedophile hunting groups up here in the northeast. So yeah, I've been in this is what I do. Sort of stepped away from the paedophile hunting side of it and went into more keeping tabs on sex offenders and keeping an eye on what's going on. Listen, Nate, this is the thing. Northumberland police are always on the phone for these sort of things as well, about the legalities of what I've said and what I've done. But the matter of fact is, I've deal with this and do this that much. That's like, the thing is, even Northumberland police have come and arrested us, and they've wrongfully arrested us, because by the time it gets to court, and sometimes it doesn't even get to court, the CBS just chuck it out. But by the time it gets to court, then the judge looks at what I've actually done. They'll just go, well, this is ridiculous. Why are we even here, basically, you know? And this is what we get, so it just gets chucked out. I get not guilty anyway. So if Terry wants to go ahead and try and get this taken matters further and whatever, he's going to waste his time, because he's going to get all the way to court, waste all this taxpayers' money and everyone's time and money and effort, and then it's going to get there and it's going to be known that I was legal and perfectly legal in what I was doing.
I think what I've read on there.
I'm just going to take this back 1 second. 11:36, 11:32. Right, you just need to listen to this, guys. You need to listen to this. So he's ready. He has the sergeant's explanation of what I have on Terry. Here we go.
And it's going to get there and it's going to be known that I was legal and perfectly legal in what I was
doing. Listen up, guys.
I think what I've read on there, is probably what I've just said right at the beginning. It's all open source and things that you pulled off the internet.
Yes, of course it is. All I've done is, I'll tell you what I've done is, the only thing I've done is, extra to what anyone else has done, posted about them, is I've spoken to a couple of people, a couple of the victims directly in the cases that's happened around it, like victims that were there, witnesses, and a couple of witnesses have given their side of what has happened. That's the only thing where he could have, that's the only bit what I'm saying there, that he might be able to refute and he might be able to say, no, that's wrong what that person's saying because of blah 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 blah. But it's not wrong, because all the stories fit together, everything goes together. Everything that I've said and everything I've put down the list, when I wrap it up and do a little verdict thing at the end of it to try and go through it, the full story makes sense of everything that I've said. When you listen back to what Terry said, which I haven't just clipped bits out of it, I've put the full 15-8-minute video, I haven't cut anything out of it, what he said. So it's not like I've chopped, clipped and edited stuff to try and make it sound like he's bad. I've put his own footage, and I've even put next to it, I am open to give everybody their right to speak, to defend themselves. He has Terry's own source of what happened and his own information of what happened on that night and on these other nights of these arrests. So let's hear it from Terry's own mouth. So that's what I've to do. I mean, what more can I do than do that?
Okay then.
You ready for the juicy bit now, guys? Ready for the juicy bit? Now I want you to take this on board. Really listen in. Yeah, really listen in. And now I want to explain. I'm going to take this off. I want to explain something. Now the police states, Terry works closely with the police. Now, I want to ask these people that's defending him, because you're going to look very silly here. Because what you're actually defending, you're either defending a police grass, a proper informer who works with the police, or you're defending a convicted sex offender. Which one is it? The police don't work closely around just anyone. So are they working closely around him to keep an eye on him because he's a sex offender? Exactly what I'm saying is true. So everything that he's been saying about this and all this lies to try and slander us was all wrong? Or are you defending him in the fact that he is working with the police and you think he's not a sex offender, but you think that he's a police informer? And are you defending him because of that? Which one is it? Which one are you defending? Are you defending a police informer? Or are you defending a sex offender? Which one? There's nothing else you can possibly say about this next clip that's coming up.
I may be in touch again. Leave it with me. Yeah?
Yeah.
We obviously work in the area where Terry lives.
Yes.
And some of the officers from certain departments work with Terry quite closely.
They work with Terry quite close.
Some of the officers from certain departments work with Terry quite closely.
They work with Terry quite closely.
Some of the officers in certain departments in the police force work with Terry quite closely. Work with Terry quite closely. So they're either working closely with him because he's a sex offender and he's on some sort of program, or he's a police informer. There's nothing else you can possibly say about that. Nothing else. There's no other argument to be put forward to that, what's been said there. No other argument. And I want to repeat, Terry rang the police on me. I didn't want to speak to this police officer. He got them to ring me. We'll carry on and explain why Terry works with the police. I'll give you the explanation now. Here's the full clip.
Everywhere Terry lives.
Yes.
And some of the officers from certain departments work with Terry quite closely.
They work with Terry quite closely.
Yeah, in relation to, if you're publicised on there as a sex offender, we have certain departments that try to work with it to manage the offending and stuff like that.
So if I post anything online about Terry, they've got certain people in the police that work with Terry to make sure Terry's feelings aren't hurt. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. This doesn't happen. And I know for the fact that the police are probably watching this, and I'm probably going to get my door kicked in for this. Come and do it. Come and do it. I'm ready. I've got all the evidence ready for court.
Yes. Well, I know that all sex offenders have got police officers around them that keep tabs on them and stuff, so I know that.
Yeah. Well, that's not right.
Ready again? Once I say it to the police, I know sex offenders have got the police around them. Yes, he says, yes, that's why.
What would it manage the offending and stuff like that?
Yes. Well, I know that all sex offenders have got police officers around them that keep tabs on them and stuff, so I know that.
Yeah. Well, we've got to manage the risk around him and the risk.
They've got to manage the risk around him and the risk to him.
Against him at the same time.
I understand that, and this is the thing. I don't.
When things like this hit the public domain, it escalates in the community a little bit.
This is the thing about it.
To manage the risk around him.
I understand that. I totally understand that from your perspective as from a police officer. I can totally understand that. However,
and here's my reply, guys, and I think it's bang on. I think it's absolutely bang on.
My rule, if I started thinking about how these sex offenders feel, I start getting trapped into a personal thing. I'm not I don't want that. This guy is a convicted sex offender. The public have got a right to know. The families have got a right to know, and that's it as far as I'm concerned. That's as far as it is. On to the next one. That's all it is. That's literally all it is, mate. Yeah. So yeah, but thank you anyway for.
Just before I go,
no problem.
What is your address? Other than that.
There we are, guys. I cut it off there because you see, just before I go, can I have your address? Obviously, you can tell there's nothing more to the conversation. I have got the full clip. If anyone really wants to hear it, there's certain people who have got the full clip, which proves I've just sent it to other people just so they can back us up to say that there's nothing there that's hidden, that there's nothing there that I should have been putting out there, anything like that. So the full clip has been sent to certain people. However, I had to just blank it out because I told them my address. So here we go. So I just want to break this down a little bit. So he works with the police quite closely because they need to keep an eye on him. But he's not on the sex offenders register, according to Irene and Jenna. It's very strange. Very strange. It's very strange that that people would try and support someone that works closely around the police, either being a sex offender or being an informer. My personal opinion, me and Mark Steele's had a good conversation about this. Look back to all the people who's trolled us. Look back. Just look back. Look at the routine. Look at them all. Look at every single one of them. That Malcolm Blackman, Joe Public, he used to go by, being up on rape charges. AJ Taylor, dog abuser. Facts, yeah? Talking facts. Terry Harrison, sex offender. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. All of these people have got dirty, dark secrets behind them all. We've got this Mohammed Shafiq, which I still fully believe that it's AJ Taylor, the dog abuser, that's on there. No, Danny Jones's mate, who's not even called Danny Jones, Lyndon Warden from Telford, the guy that posted my address originally online and then got me windows put out. Yeah, you know that guy, the one that works with Andrew Henson. Yeah, that dirty little nonce. The man that admits he's got away with 2 murders. The man that steals from children's charities. The man that sells steroids in his gym and claims to stand up for children. You know that man. You know the man that posts about a little girl playing with toys on the floor and it says how to make your own anal beads above the top. You know that guy. You know the guy, if you go on my website, guys, alongside Terry Harrison exposed, there is also Andrew Henson exposed. Now, I exposed Andrew Henson a couple of years ago. Roxy's in this chat, yeah, she knows all about him. Dealt with him personally, on a personal level. He's a vile man. Roxy had to move out to Skegness because of this vile man bullying women. Now, I've already got an exposed page on Andrew Henson. And it's funny that Terry Harrison's now coming along. Terry Harrison's coming along, using the same information, the same shit, the same people to try and slander us and put us down. I'll let you work out that for yourselves, guys. The whole thing about this is, I've been at this years. I can see through the bullshit. I can see through it. I've done it for too long. Now these little weasels down at Media City, Ant Hargreaves, Luke Freeman, making up that I was a rapist, and then getting using the same guy who I said from the start, Andrew Henson, using the same guy to then publish my address online and make up I'm a rapist. All connected. All fucking connected. And I'm going to prove that now, actually. Because that's there. I'm going to prove that all these are connected. Give us a minute. I don't even know why these people try and start with me. What I do is I record everything, screenshot everything, and the team that's behind us is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Many of them in this chat right now. We'll never ever say that we're a team, but believe me, we're a team. Believe me, we're a team. An unstoppable team. Because these are people that's been in these movements for years. The same people that's been standing up for kids. Barnacle here in the chat. Just want to give a little shout out to Barnacle. Now, Barnacle's been put down as if he doesn't do nothing for the kids, he doesn't do fuck all, blah, 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 blah. It's all from the same people, from Terry Harrison, Ant Hargreaves, Luke Freeman, etc., etc., etc. All the same people talking shit, making up things. Now, Barnacle has been on the front line catching paedophiles, same as I have. Also, Barnacle done a really, really big thing. He stopped there was naked swims going on where in certain swim baths, they're having naked swims with kids. So they were actually jumping naked, fully grown, big, wrinkly old men, jumping in a pool, naked, with a naked little young girl. What the fuck was going on? Barnacle brought that to everybody's attention, put it out there, and then again, Colette Fairbanks jumped in at the back of it and then took loads of the credit for it at the end. Once again, all connected. Andrew Henson's one of Andrew Henson's best mates. These same people over and over and over again have tried to put us down. And what they do is, once I expose one of them, the establishment, the police, they just throw another one at us. That's all that happens. They throw another one at us. So then I expose that one. And then they throw another one at us. And then I expose that one. And then they throw another one at us. And this is what continuously goes on. And this has happened since 2015. Let us just play this little clip.
Stuff it says he's done, and none of it's true. None of it's true. You try and say he's a rapist, but, you know, the woman that actually accused him of rape actually went to prison herself for perverting the course of justice. So, you know, get your facts right. I don't care. As far as Terry goes, you got as much evidence as I've got. So guess suck a dick, mate. Innocent till proven guilty. You know what I mean? You're using media footage. You know, the people innocent till proven guilty. Innocent till proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty, Luke.
Innocent till proven guilty.
They got me sent off for 3 whole years and put on the sex offenders list, along with Meekles. They got me sent off for 3 whole years and put on the sex offenders list, along with Meekles. Put on the sex offenders list, along on the sex offenders list, along on the sex offenders list, along on the sex offenders list, along.
Oh, I'm just calling. Let's check this one.
Then here we go, guys, right? This is Luke Thompson and Hargreaves speaking to a convicted killer who posts about sexualization of children when they're actually standing in there claiming to stand for children. And then they're talking to this guy. Here we go. Listen to the lies being made up about us on the phone. This is where the false rape allegation came from a convicted killer and nuns.
Right, this is Mr. Lugo.
I've got the text message screenshots.
Told this guy's going to stab him in his head, and then he's been caught.
He's told this guy he's going to stab him in his head. I did say that. I fucking did say that. And you know what, Andrew Henson? You threatened to turn up at my fucking door with fireworks to put them through my fucking letterbox where my children is. I fucking will. You come near my fucking house. And you'll be met with fucking force. Simple as that. And that goes for your other little nonce mates as well. And I just want to show you this. Another one. So, Irene's daughter, Jenna, yesterday stated I've asked that question. Someone told me that Terry was the reason Irene's sticking up for Terry is because she's been in a relationship with him in the past. They're strongly refuting that. Fair enough. You know, I only asked a question. I didn't put it as a fact. I asked a question. Jenna rings me yesterday, starts shouting and bawling down the phone, then implied that I was a sex offender because she says I'm addicted to them. So then I started calling her some names. And look at what she's put. So this is from Irene Hewitson, the ex-councillor's daughter, Jenna Eastland. I'm just going to read it out. You've seen it there, right? Seen it there. Shall my dad, my boyfriend, and Terry come to your house and sort all this out? You can have it out with Terry. Explain to my dad why you're accusing his mom of sleeping with Terry. Didn't say that. I've asked a question. And you're going to explain to my boyfriend why you've been abusing me down the phone. Well, because I've been abusing you down the phone because you implied that I was a fucking convicted sex offender. You implied that I was a sex offender, Jenna. So, there you go, guys. They're all threatening to come to me house once a fucking again, trying to get sex offenders to turn up to my fucking house where my children are. And they've got the audacity to ring the police on me. They're ringing the police on me while threatening to come to my fucking house. Work that one out. Fucking shithouses. All ears. Shithouses. And that's that. And I'm just here today to clear my name. I've done nothing wrong apart from expose a dirty sex offender. Like I have done since 2015. Threatening me to turn up in my fucking home with sex offenders, Jenna Eastland. Trying to get sex offenders to turn up at my door where my children are. And your mum has been a counsellor for years, complicit in covering up child sex abuse. Complicit. And anyone can look this up. Irene Hewitson, that woman that's been backing that Terry Harrison on the post. Many of you are in this chat right now. Many of you have seen them comments from that Irene Hewitson. She's been a counsellor for about the last 10 years or so. She's been a counsellor. I'm just going to go back to the Andrew Henson saga. This is the kind of guy that these guys are pushing. Are you ready? Are you listening? Are you listening?
Guess what else? I got away with 2 murder charges. You did become.
You got away with what?
Guess what else? I got away with 2 murder charges. You did become. Guess what else? I got away with 2 murder charges. You did become.
What I'm going to say is I'm a murderer. So I'm now going to give you the fucking truth, okay? A few years ago, when I was a young child, my niece went out with a black fella called Merton, okay? And Merton decided to get my fucking niece on crack cocaine and heroin and prostitution. And Merton one night, so some geezer on a fucking BMX with a balaclava and a duffel coat ripped behind him and put 2 bullets in his fucking head. I got arrested for that, and guess what? No charges, okay? No evidence, and released after 1 year on remand.
Tell you why that is. Because that's exactly what they do to informers. When you make a deal with the police to say that you're going to work with them, to say that you're going to help them, exactly that. Go on, just type in Andrew Henson exposed. It comes up my website straight away. In Google even. Type in Google, Terry Harrison exposed. Comes up the link straight away. You can go on these websites by just typing their names into Google. It's all there. I've paid for all this stuff to be put at the top. Because it needs to be there. Because all that I want to do is protect children and vulnerable people. Like I've always done.
And then everybody knows my crimes. My biggest fear now is my history comes to catch me up because of him. And if it does, on his head be him. And on Alicia's head.
So if his crimes, so he's trying to go under a false name of Ambrose McNeil at the start, trying to expose me, trying to put loads of shit out about us. I found out that he was actually called Andrew Luke Henson. I found out about all of this fucking nonsense that's behind him. all this fucking vile shit, along with a lot of other people that helped us out. And then now, if his past comes and catches him back up, it's my fault. No, mate, you should have kept my name out of your mouth, the same way Terry should have as well. And I wouldn't have never known about yous, because I wasn't interested in yous. I was not interested in Andrew Henson. I was not interested in Terry Harrison. They attacked me. They made me look into them. And then I found out all this information, and they've got fuck all on me.
Even probably was. But yeah. I've got about 300 grand, you stupid cunt. Gosh. You live with your mum. I promise you now, my child will sleep next door in my next door bedroom. You're full of shit. Whether it's whatever. Yeah. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to kidnap your kid just to make it happen. How's that sound? I'm going to kidnap your kid. How's that sound? No.
I'm just going to take that back again. Did he hear what he was saying there? Did you hear what this guy was saying? The guy that Ant and Luke are standing on the phone to, outside of Media City, standing right next to a Save Our Children banner, on the phone to this guy, listening to bullshit about me. The same guy here is threatening to kidnap someone's fucking child. My friend's child, Lee Shears, who's a brilliant activist. He's set up a group called Antifa Public Watch. Now, Antifa Public Watch, what they do is, nothing involved with Antifa. They keep an eye on Antifa members who've been doxing child abuse survivors, people that stand up for children's rights, etc., etc., etc. But here we go.
Well, next door bedroom, you're full of shit. Whether it's whatever. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to kidnap your kid just to make it happen. How's that sound? I'm going to kidnap your kid.
I'm going to kidnap your kid.
No. Okay. Lee Garrett's been arrested tonight, which is another good bit of news under the Malicious Communications Act.
Yes, Andrew, yeah, I did get arrested for malicious communications. Do you know what for? For exposing a fucking nuns. For exposing a nuns. So, Lee Garrett's been arrested for exposing a nuns, which is a good bit of news. Well, let's take that back. Let us show you that again.
Arrested tonight, which is another good bit of news under the Malicious Communications Act. We think it's because he's named a person in Gateshead who's a suspected paedophile, but he isn't. So he's now put that family in danger. So the police have arrested Lee Garrett tonight. So hopefully they will take all of his PCs, laptops, whatever phones away.
Now, while he made this video, I was in my back street, in the back of my street, in a police van. No one knew I was being arrested. No one had knew. Not even the public knew. None of my friends, none of my family. The only person that knew was me and my wife in the house. So how the fuck did Andrew Henson know? How the fuck did Andrew Henson know? Speaking to guys from America before everyone else. Unless you're working with the fucking plod. I'll carry on.
And stop him from carrying on doing this stuff, because again, he's the... Good morning, Lee. It's lovely to wake up knowing that I'm on your mind again. Nobody's been to the police about you burning telephone masts, mate. That quick, because none of us bother with the police, mate. But that's what...
I'm just going to pause it there. So, what did he just say there? Going to knock this light off because I think you're able to see that a bit better when I put that on. Yes, that's much better. Right. This is a message directly from Andrew Henson to me. Social services will have a field day. I have some friends who work for them as well. Oh, isn't that strange that I've had 7 fucking referrals to social fucking services? False calls that's been closed the next day. Isn't that strange that Andrew Henson has got friends in social services that are going to cause us problems, and it happened right after that? Isn't it strange that, guys? Yeah, we'll go on, though. It's worse than this. I have some friends who work for them as well. You have no one capable of bringing me down. I work with probation, the courts, and the police, helping cut reoffending. Are you reading what I'm reading, yeah? Terry Harrison works closely with the police. Andrew Henson, I work with probation, the courts, and the police. They all fucking work with the police. That's why they're coming after me.
Guys, as you can see from all them videos there, Andrew Henson, the convicted killer, known troll, in a very, very suspicious activity around child abuse. As you can see these messages here, he is also a police grass.
And here we go. So he's making all these threats, but he's saying there, not so mouthy now, hey? Old Bill coming for you, cranky. I'll go away. So same again. Same again. Another guy who's constantly on the phone to the police about us, same as Terry is. They've both got convictions of evil, evil stuff. They all claim to work with the police. Yet people are still supporting these fucking people. And they're actually jumping on their streams calling like some me and Barnacle government plants. You show me where I fucking work with the police. You show me where I work with the police. Nowhere. Never. Never in my life would I work with a fucking pig.
Now this final image that's going to come up here.
And here we go. This is the final straw. This is the image that I was talking about. The sexualization of children from Andrew Luke Henson. Here we go. Yous take what yous want of this image, but I know what this fucking means.
Andrew, what he's posted. Now this is an image of a cartoon little girl, which actually states how to make your own anal beads. This is the kind of people that the lads from BBC Media City, Luke Freeman and Hargreaves, are pushing. Just take a look at this.
Well. This needs shared all over. This needs shared all over. It needs shared all over. I've just exposed about 6 of them in one video in less than an hour. Less than an hour. I've exposed 6 of them, roughly. Tick-tock is all I can say. And I'm going to put this out there as well. Any other little fucking mug who wants to make lies up about me and try and slander me for all the work that I've done, try us. Try us. I'm not some little fucking fool that's going to sit and be fucking talked about. I'm not some little fool that's going to get put down, lied about, slandered. It ain't going to happen. I want to try and work in love and peace. I always try and do. Everyone that actually knows me, everyone that speaks to me on a personal level, who speaks to me on the phone, and same again, loads of you in this conversation, yeah, in this chat, you know fine well. You know fine well. Some of you in this chat I don't even know until just a few weeks ago, and you sent us messages about what's really went on. And what have I done? I've picked up the phone straight away and spoke to you directly. Because I've got nothing to hide from any of you guys. I've got nothing to hide from any of you. I want the best for all of you. I want the best for the country. But all my time's being taken up right now by these people trying to attack us. Now, this is the last you're going to hear from me on this matter. I am going to crack on with my work now. I'm waiting. The DBS check is sent away. I've got to wait for it. There's a backlog. It's coming. I've sent also a freedom of information into the police to get all the list of my arrests so I can prove without reasonable doubt that I've never been arrested for anything ever in my life which would be an issue to anybody. I just want to be left alone. I just want to crack on with my work. I've got many cases to get on with, revolving real children, real cases that I should be getting on with. There's a case that I'm actually working on at the moment with a guy that I'm meant to be tracking down London, down Essex way. I can't even get on with it because of these people. She's a child being left in danger because I haven't got the time to do the work. That's what these people are trying to do. That's what these people are trying to portray me as. And you've got to just think, guys. You show me one thing that I've ever done that I should be slandered for all over the internet. Yeah, well, I've said a couple of bad words sometimes to people in reaction to what they've said to me. Yeah, I have. I stand by everything I fucking said. I've said quite clearly, I said quite clearly on the phone to the police. I said quite clearly on all my live streams, I'm not a professional. I'm a young dad that cares. That's it. Now, you might not like the way I do things. You might not like the way I go on. But there's one thing that no one can take away from us. And that's that I am on the fucking front line. And I've been there for years. And I've put myself out there. The thing is, Ant Hargreaves and Luke, these are all just new to all these movements. They're sitting down there thinking that this little bits of bollocks that they're putting out about us is going to it's going to ruin us. Yet, I've dealt with all this stuff before. It's water off a duck's back. It does get to us. It does get to us. But it's easily sorted out. And I've got some lovely independent warriors that are behind us. No, not behind us, that are standing side by side with us. That you won't break this wall down. It's impossible. Now, all I want to say is, I want to give a big thank you to all the people that stuck by me, all the people that helped me, supported me. You know who you are. From the bottom of my heart, literally from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Because I couldn't have got through all of this without you good guys, you good souls. And you really, really have. You have touched me heart. You have touched me heart. You really have. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart. And please, please, you trolls out there, you haters, please look at this information and just know that I keep everything. I record everything. And you're being watched every step of the way. You put hate onto me, you put hate onto my friends, you make up lies about me, you make up lies about my friends, or not even my friends, good people. You make up lies about good people, you slander good people. Believe me and many of us, we have eyes watching. We have eyes watching you every moment of the day. Online, on your online activities. I'm away now. I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. God bless you all. And yeah, once again, I must just say, and in fact, actually, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on. Because I used to do this at the end of all of my... Now they're not a nice group, Queen, but... Just want to say, just what I said to that policeman on the phone. I said to him, I don't get mixed up in the emotional side of how does the sex offender feel or what's going on. I just expose them and then on to the next. I'm on to the next. That's all I do. So, just going to leave you with a little song. Just want to bring a bit of humour, a bit of light to the end of this. Because it's not all dark and gloomy. Another nun spites the dust. Woo! Another one bites the dust. Born ready. Another nun bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Another nun bites the dust. And another one does. And another one does. Another nun bites the dust. Right, guys. Over and out. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Love you all. Fucking love yous. You're diamonds. Thank you.